Hey there, welcome to this exciting video. My name is David Sharp, and I'm going to be your guide today on this journey of discovering how to change your health and possibly even your finances by simply changing the water that you drink. Now, before we get started talking about the water, I'd like to be transparent with you, even a bit vulnerable if that's okay. And I want to share my story about how I personally made the discovery that we're revealing to you today. You see, despite my young age, I was recently faced with a major life-threatening challenge. To be blunt, I'd contracted hepatitis C. Now, I'm the first to admit it was from my own doing. I'd become addicted to drugs and had gone down a very dark path. At one point, I had hit rock bottom. I remember crawling literally onto my father's doorstep. I was no longer able to take care of my daughter, who was 7 at the time, let alone myself. It was really an all-time low for me. I felt hopeless, but by the grace of God and a burning desire to become better, I was able to turn it around. I became obsessed with getting my house in order and knew that the foundation was getting healthy so I could become the father that my daughter deserved and really the man that I was meant to be. Once sober, I was told by a doctor that I needed to treat my degrading condition. He also told me that the medicine would be extremely hard on my system and that I needed to optimize my health in order to even start treatment. So I started taking my health really seriously. I was reading books, I was attending seminars, and the one thing that kept coming up over and over and over again, it was one thing. You see, our diets, habits, our environments are constantly putting our bodies in an acidic state, which in turn leads to all sorts of ailments, even cancer. This led to my understanding that the only way to achieve optimal health was to put your body in an alkaline state. So I had literally stumbled onto the answer, but unfortunately, I still had a major problem. You see, even the water that I was drinking was causing me to become more acidic and degrading my health. I think it's pretty obvious to all of us that tap water isn't healthy for you. And after seeing all of the news stories about the dangerous levels of lead and chlorine and fluoride and all the other poisonous chemicals showing up in the water, flowing right from the taps inside of our kitchens. Even more concerning is most people think that bottled water is the healthier option, which is simply not true. Sure, it may be filtered, but it's not only what's in the water that's hurting you. But don't take my word for it. Reuters Health and Harvard University recently reported that drinking water supplies for at least 6 million Americans contain unsafe levels of industrial chemicals that have been linked to cancer and other serious health problems, such as kidney and testicular cancers, hormone disruption, high cholesterol, and obesity. Another disturbing Associated Press investigation, as reported by MSNBC, found extremely dangerous pharmaceutical drug residue in the drinking supplies of at least 41 million Americans from New Jersey to California. A recent German study has found bottled water to contain more than 24,000 chemicals, many of which are endocrine and hormone-disrupting chemicals, which are uncontrolled and wreak havoc on the body and the brain. I'm guessing you've heard of the world-famous environmental activist Erin Brockovich, who won a $333 million settlement against Pacific Gas and Electric Company for contaminating its water. Now, years later, roughly 218 million Americans, more than 2/3 of the nation's population, are being exposed to the same compound in their drinking water, according to the Environmental Working Group. You see, it's true, despite what most people think, all water is actually not created equal. In fact, most water is actually harmful to your health. But don't worry, because we've identified the solution, and I'm going to introduce you to a life-changing type of water that many have considered miraculous or even magic throughout the years, but has now been scientifically proven to optimize your health and improve longevity. And the best part is, you don't need to change your habits or lifestyles to drink it. because I'm going to show you how you can transform ordinary tap water into this clean, healthy, alkalizing water.
You know, we're all driving down to the store to get the water already, and you know what it does for you. And I do know, because when I drink the water, it makes me feel like $1,000,000.
The whole family drinks Kangen water. I drink it every day, and I feel great. When before I just was so tired, I'd come home from work and just lay on the couch. Now I can go and go and go.
I'm happy to say that I've turned my life around. You know, my house is truly in order today. I'm healthy. I'm married to my best friend. Her name is Erin. She's the love of my life. And she recently gave birth to our second child, a beautiful baby girl named Cece. My life has been transformed, and we're on a mission to help others achieve true health as well. This water has become a movement around the world, with hundreds of thousands of people who have uncovered the truth about how to create real, natural, and sustainable health simply by changing the water that they drink. Now, let's dive in to what this water really is and how it was discovered.